already live now. We're going live.
All right.
We're going live. What's going on, guys? And gals?
All our relatives in the four directions.
So what should we talk about? I think people at home, one of the things that was expressed to me is there's a lot of confusion about whether it's over and everyone should go home or whether it's still need for people to be there.
Well, for us, it's not over. We have a lot of work to be done here, and the legalities. We got to go to court as well as personally. We got to go to court. We got a lot of our relatives going to court. We're trying to help provide a direction for them to go and guidance, making sure that we help people that are getting left out of the legal support, doing everything we can to share our legal support, share our contacts, our resources, and in no way, shape, or form am I legal support. All I can share with them is that direction to help somebody answer their questions. And then we got word, the camp is changing, but this is not just about this is also not just about the pipeline, but it's about role modeling sustainability for not just Indian country, United States, but for the world. And many of our places are off grid. Solar panels are provided, and many of the companies are coming through, and native-owned companies, non-native-owned companies, hippie-owned companies, tree-hugger-owned companies. There's many things that are happening here that's beautiful, and we've already won in a sense that we were united. We were like this, and now we're like this. So there's so much happening that I'm witnessing, and we've got a lot of work to do. The scary part about what we've seen here is that when the new president was elected, racism became open in Bismarck.
Yeah.
Like the next day, completely open. And that's what it is scary to see that it became open, but there's a lot of beauty in it too. I've met a lot of people that support, what's going on at Standing Rock, what's going on with the tribe, but they don't support a group of people that cause the violence part of it. And we're seeing that Bismarck also has a group of people that react to the violence. So there's another thing that they're seeing.
Right.
And with that reaction is an action. And with that action, it continues to go in craziness with unhealthy people. So we got to continue to just share, empower, and role model what is healthy and what that healthy healing means. I think it's a beautiful thing from what I'm witnessing. Misery loves company, and we don't want to give it company. That's what we also want to see. Don't give it no company. And role model what healthiness is, and forgiveness is, and what that means. Because if you don't, you carry it in your body, you carry it in your kidneys, that anger. You carry it in your stress, the back. We got a lot of work to do. So we need all you guys to be our think tank out there. Help us strategize, help us articulate that we may miss. I miss a lot, I'm grateful, from Prolific's social network and all our relatives that are around us, their social network. And but be mindful what you put online. You can't always put everything online, and so we're very, very got to make sure our sources are accurate. And that I like to do the visual part, so you can see this is what we're dealing with. It's the most important. I don't like to report what I'm kind of hearing that's happening. Right. I want to report, here's what I seen, what happened, and let me show you. So those are the other things that we're looking at, and taking care of each other. That's another one. Making sure that we laugh and have a good time. Listen to jokes, the No Dapple jokes. We got a lot of No Dapple jokes. NoDapple.com. Yeah.
Are you tired of fighting the pipeline alone? What are those other ones?
Are you tired of laying pipe alone?
Are you tired of fighting the pipeline when you want to lay some pipe? But not alone?
Do you want to go on an action with someone who's in the same city?
We're going to set up a No Dapple dating site for all the Dapple people.
It's almost like a beautiful, ugly thing that happened with No Dapple. People came together, the veterans came down and pledge their solidarity and for the hurt that the military had done for all these years that the government hasn't done. The churches came from all over the country and the world to
Clergy, huh?
yeah, the clergy, and to denounce the doctrine of discovery, and I think they even burned it.
Yep.
They went to jail. Non-native relatives that talk about their family in the military and the atrocities that their family has done, and they don't want to be a part of that. They want to get rid of what's called white guilt, and they just want to live together as human beings.
Right. That's an important part, man, because I feel like for a long time it hasn't been an admission of what's happened. We've just been trying to cover up all the bad stuff, but we have to address it so we can move forward, right? If we don't have that honesty, there can't be any healing, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, keep going.
Black Lives Matter came down, and Black Men for Bernie, and who else? Jill Stein.
Dr. Cornel West.
Yeah, Dr. Cornel West.
That was a good interview you did with him, man.
There's another guy. We didn't want him to get mad, but it was the Hulk.
You didn't piss that guy
Yeah, we
off.
didn't want to piss him off.
We didn't want to take him to the front lines because who knows what could happen.
Yeah.
You know, first rubber bullet they shoot at him.
Yeah, we already seen that happen.
Yeah, can't even hurt him with their canisters or anything.
Yeah. Who else came down? Several movie stars, that are using their platform to promote what's happening here at Standing Rock and the human rights violations that they witnessed. Frances Fisher came down and got to hang out. She's pretty cool.
Auntie Frances.
Yeah, Auntie Frances.
Badass.
Yeah, I like her. She come and hang out with us.
Yeah.
And
Shailene's dope too.
yeah, her parents.
Yeah,
they help out a lot too. And
well, so let's just name drop like crazy.
Like Mickey and them down there in LA, and the several Hollywood people. I'm trying to remember everybody. There's
is it Grandma Jane Fonda or Auntie Jane Fonda?
Yeah, what's the Auntie Jane Fonda? She still looks young.
Yep.
Auntie Jane Fonda, she's out and doing a movie somewhere. So is Francis now. And we got Leo DiCaprio's lookalike stunt double, Ryan. You know who you are, Ryan. And he looked just like him from a distance. We're going to take him on in action and make him wear his hat and his hair sideways.
What about all the legendary activists who we got?
Oh, yeah.
All kinds of people.
Yeah, a lot of legendary activists and Dennis Banks and a lot of native profile guys. Who is it? Wes Studi.
Yeah.
I told him I says, now you're really on camera. Wave at that guy. He wave around. Probably has a warrant for his arrest now. And I told him, I said, you probably do. I told him that you probably got a warrant now. That's what they're doing. His eyes got real big. I said, this ain't Hollywood.
You got to get these celebs out there, you know, really out there.
Yep. And
see what happens.
Who else? Well, Amy Goodman.
Yeah.
Me and her went in to court together. Her charges were dropped. I still got charges.
Yeah.
And MSNBC, what's his name? We got also Jordan from Young Turks or TYT.
Oh yeah, he's dope. He's really doing. He's putting in work.
And then our sister
Shout
from
out Jordan.
Yeah, AJ Plus. What's her name? Shonday. And then Al Jazeera. Is that how you say it?
Al Jazeera, yeah.
Al
AJ
Jazeera.
Plus, yeah.
And then we got Sean from the legendary Prolific.
Oh yeah, that guy's all right.
And Black Eyed Peas.
Black Eyed Peas, Taboo.
Yep.
Yeah, all them artists that came through, Grammy-nominated artists, like the whole world, man. The whole world is paying attention. Whoopi Goldberg's on there talking about it, and then you got all these strong traditional people that are in the background, but those guys are crucial, man. It's everybody, all these amazing people, and you guys at home too. You're a part of it too, because you guys are helping us. We have a question, they pop it up. We have a need, like my attorney fee. You guys have been donating to that, helping, and just everything. You guys are part of it too, and all the people that were doing all the front lines, man. I don't even know. It's a great thing.
Who else is people there in the woodwork that aren't being mentioned, that don't want to be mentioned. They just want to contribute, and help. And I think it's very important to let you guys know. Thank you all for what you do and what you share, and to make sure that we hold ourselves accountable by providing you guys with what is accurately happening down here on the ground. When we get disconnected, it's because we're working, we're editing, we're sitting there looking at footage. You know, we're trying to help people, and it's not as much as getting online all the time. It's trying to do all those things, and then when it gets evening time, and I start to think about maybe we should do a post, and then it's already 1 o'clock in the morning, and then 3 o'clock in the morning. Then like this morning was like 3:30. You know.
Yeah. It's a lot of work.
And so we just want to share that message with you guys. I think we got to hold ourselves a little bit more accountable to let you guys know what's going on out there from the grassroots with some visual that's there, and then you can help support where you see the best going on. The veterans, I think, is important. I walked around to the veterans a few days ago. They were in the pavilion at the hotel, and they were all over the floor. Everyone, there was probably 1,000 people at the hotel. And I wanted to share with them that they were, we know they can fight, right? We know they can fight.
Yeah, they're already proven.
They've already proven that, going to war and coming back as combat vets. But I wanted to encourage them to be uncles and brothers, big brothers, and told them we need that medicine, and I think they need it too as a part of healing, that they're needed that way. And that if violence was to start, if they wanted to take over the hill or they wanted to go across, they're representing themselves. They're not representing the youth, the community, the elders here, because they're the ones that are going to have to deal with it. And because we're brown, and some of us are brown and round and low to the ground, then we got to deal with it everywhere we go.
Yeah.
And so we don't have that white privilege, even as First Nations, you know, people that were here predating, you know, Western contact. We got to deal with those issues still, and it's a hands up. Today I felt okay, you know, where we were at. I didn't feel that we were pushed aside in any way, or felt that way, but it's there. We're seeing it
here in Bismarck.
Yeah, we're hearing it.
Yeah.
But you know, the goal is to help educate as much as possible, to share that, you know, let everyone know that we are on this earth together.
Yeah.
Some of us have forgotten it.
Yeah.
Spirit got disconnected. But we're doing it in a good way, and I think that's the most powerful thing that I've witnessed here, and it's in a good way. So sharing with the veterans that we need them to be uncles, brothers, best friends, you know, in solidarity, because they're visitors in our homeland. They're visitors here, and we're all visitors here over at Standing Rock. And just wanted to share that with them and talk with them and tell them thank you for them. My uncles were vets.
Yeah, so we don't need you to come as warriors, but come as uncles. As
spiritual
models,
warriors.
Spiritual warriors, help with the movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I met a lot of guys, Green Beret, Navy SEALs, Special Ops, Marines, Army, Air Force. Just, I even met a couple of guys that were mercenaries, and they said we were a mercenary. He goes, I'm not very proud of it. He goes, but I did it not like this, not like these guys with Dakota Access, because I didn't do that. He goes, that just makes me, he goes, it made him angry.
To see how they're abusing their training and use it in a bad way, huh?
Yeah, he said it made me, he says, when I heard that they're shooting down your drones, and he goes, it made me really angry, because you guys are fighting to protect your sacred sites. And he says that breaks, these guys are just there for money. They're not there for any other reason. They're not there for a global purpose. They're not there for environmental reasons. They're not there for the water. They don't have, he says, they lost connection, because I was there. I lost my connection. And he says, I'm getting it back at camp. And he says, I got to go back and forth, because I can't go all at once, because it's too much for him. But he said that he goes back and he checks in at the fire, and then he goes and does his thing. And he says he loves it. And that's what he said, that's how powerful it is. I think I wanted to share that story, you know, with him.
When someone was telling me a story, one of the vets, they went up to him and said, thank you for being here. And that vet told him, you know, I really appreciate the way you worded that. He said, I'm tired of people thanking me for my service, because he felt what he did and what he fought for, the war, was unjust. And he said, now you said thank you for being here with us, and I'm doing my duty to protect the Constitution and do what's right. Instead of fighting an unjust war, I'm here actually protecting what I was supposed to do.
Yeah, that is powerful. I've heard that several times too. Yeah, so there's so much going on, and we got another discussion with them to go and just talk with them on the spiritual warrior, What does that mean to be a spiritual warrior? It's just like what you said. They're here for the right reasons. I think that's a spiritual war. That's helping them spirit. They're helping their spirit.
And it can heal too at the same time, knowing they're doing the right thing now, fighting for it. Yeah. She.
And they can be real tough too. You know, they get hypothermia out here. Yeah, it's cold. I don't care how tough you are. Your body gets cold.
Yeah. Unless you're the Hulk.
Yeah, that's right.
Just get him mad. He warms up quick.
Yeah. And I'm kind of teddy beared up.
Kind of teddy beared up.
And I still get cold.
So the only other thing I wanted to add real quick is people are confused about, do we stay, do we go, is it over, is it not over? For me personally, I don't have the authority to tell others what to do, but I just feel like there's more work to be done right now. And I've seen people talk about how the battles shifted from the front lines more into the legal arena and the video evidence arena. And that might be true, and I don't have an answer for anyone as to whether they should stay or go, but I know for me, I feel like there's definitely more work to be done. So in my heart, I have to stay until I feel like there's no more work to be done.
Yeah.
So that's my perspective just for myself.
I agree. We got a lot of work to be done. So what are we gonna do today? You know, we got a whole lot of work, winterizing, making sure that we got the tools we need when we're sitting there editing. We got a lot of what is it called? Briscotti?
Yeah, I don't know.
That hard bread.
Someone tell us what we're talking about.
Yeah, you put it in coffee. Oh man, that
Briscoletti?
Biscotti.
I don't know.
On the res, we don't have those things.
They're good.
Yeah, you stick them in the coffee. They got chocolate on them. Oh man, those are hella good. We got a bunch of those. And what else we got?
I don't know.
Just snacks. Somebody sent snack. People we know though. That's the most important part. Family we know be sending some good stuff. Hand delivered elk jerky. Oh man, that was good. That was real good.
Just for the record, they send Myron stuff. I'm still waiting for my care package, you guys. So what's going on, you guys?
Oh yeah, you gotta have a P.O. box.
I know. Yeah, I don't even have an address.
Yeah, P.O. box.
Just make a video of something cool and send it to me.
Yeah.
Say, I made this for you, but I can't give it
to
you. So
what do you like? What do you like?
Biscotti.
Yeah.
Just playing. I don't know. I'm joking. I'm good. I'm okay.
Well, we try to eat healthy too because we're working hard. You know, working hours every single day. So, drinking this nasty shake in the morning that's greens and protein from the co-op place, man.
Tastes like dog food.
Tastes like $50 of dog food. Drinking it and it just nasty.
Yeah.
And get down and do some push-ups, and I feel good when I eat it or drink it.
Yeah.
But it's nasty. And what else is there? You know, the thing that's important is that you guys know that we're here. Our people are here. Our relatives are here, and they're standing strong. And when times get tough, those times get tough. Those tough times create tough people, and tough people outlast those tough times. You know, that's what I want to share with you guys, that we're doing it. Solutions. If we see solutions, I think porta potties is a solution. I think we need to purchase porta potties. Porta potties, and the problem with the porta potties and the 20 below is you can't put antifreeze in them. You could, but where can we dump it? Because that's a toxin.
Right.
So if there's any solutions for porta potties, inbox us. Let us know.
In the cold.
Yeah, in the cold. If they're compost, if you go with somebody that's made a mass amount of porta potties, and man, these guys have, I mean, we're talking, they got to be deep.
Yeah. Extra deep porta potty.
Extra deep, guys. Bring it. You might have to bring it in a diesel, where we can recycle it some way, and it's not gray water we're using, so it's got to be compost.
Yeah.
And where are we gonna put it? In the snow?
Well, when I used to work on the rigs, they had this thing built with a big case, big old tank underneath it, big plastic tank, and it just drops right down into that tank. So the tank catches everything, and then the porta potty itself is above it, just drops in.
Okay, so we need to get something like that that's recycled. If you guys know anywhere in the United States or the world that is doing that, and you want to test it and you think it works and your theory works, now is the time. Now is the time. And we have around 15,000 people there, and I think it might have went up and down. Some people are handling the winter and the summer, but not everyone is or not the winter. they're handling it's different in the summer because it's 20 below and the wind chill can be 60 below.
Yeah.
Minus 60.
If you try to go poop outside, you can get frostbite butt cheeks.
Yep. So you have to make. When I went in the porta potty, one of them it was all frozen and there was ice along the side. Look crazy. I mean, I thought about the women that have to sit down and go bathroom. That is not okay. It's frozen over.
Yeah.
So for the men, it's different, and even the urinal was frozen over right there.
Wow.
So that is, we know what the problem is. Okay, we need you to create the solution, and it can't be down the road and think, oh, I think this may work. It's got to be a plug and play solution. Bring it as it works. Send a short video to. You can send it to Prolific or send it to Digital Smoke Signals and a short video. And don't put the comments this long, okay? We don't got a lot of time. I've got like several thousand messages, and I'm losing people in those messages. So I'm trying to just real short paragraph. Video would be even better. 10 seconds is even better. 20 seconds.
Yeah, real short. And I wanted to apologize to everyone that's messaging. I mean, I'm apologizing because you guys are supporting me, and don't think that I don't appreciate the support. But like he just said, it's so much messages, you can't get to all of it. Like, you need someone to help go through it all day long, sitting there going through all messages. But I still appreciate and love you guys, even though I haven't gotten that time yet. But then another thing is, this thing just popped up, and it was my wife, and she said, tell someone to be quiet. They keep saying, where's your wife? Why aren't you spending time with your wife? And coming from my wife, she said, mind your business. Mind your own business, not your problem. So my wife said to you, whoever's hating in the comments.
I think they're seeing if you're loving.
Yeah.
Which is the support you're getting from your wife. She's an amazing woman, and she's supporting you that way.
Yep. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be able to be out here working right now.
Yeah. That helps in my summer, right? No winter?
No.
Solstice?
Yeah.
Summer, winter, solstice. He's here during the. You were here during the summer, the winter, and the
spring.
Spring was a winter solstice that was just up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just call her my wife, because
No, I was saying that's when you were here.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, the winter and summer solstice. Because they
equinox.
Said there we go. The equinox. He was here during the summer, winter, equinox.
I know. What are we talking about?
That's how long you were here, man. Right? That's a long time you were here away from your wife, is what I'm saying. Is that's how long he was here away from his wife.
Gotcha.
Always talking about his wife during the summer, the winter. You witnessed those transition in the equinox.
Yeah.
That was here. The moon that came through.
You know how I get confused easy. What are we talking about right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I, you know, he's always talking about his wife and his kids, and that's important as she knows that too.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people have family here, and they sacrifice.
Yeah, people are saying stuff like we're water protectors are getting paid to be here. That's not true. Our families, and a lot of us, I've heard a lot of people left high-paying jobs. People miss contracts to be here. People sacrifice whatever they got going on to be here, and that's the real truth. So you guys know what's going on. This is not something that we're not on vacation. We're out here. We're
That's
out
right.
here trying to help.
It's not easy. I witnessed a lot of people that have hitchhiked to get up here. You know, geez, I mean, so
people
many.
Walked, people ran. That guy from Canada, they told him, you only got 48 hours and you got to be back. And he said, I don't care, I'm going. And he just started walking. And he didn't know how he was going to get here. He just knew he had to come. And that's the stories that don't get told out there. And it's all propaganda at this point. They're trying to make us look like we're not what we are. But if they would just come to camp, they'd see for themselves. Stop believing the news and come see for yourself what it's like.
Yeah, the North Dakota news isn't accurate. We're also watching the Senate news. We're also watching the Congress news, and the representatives that are in there that have never come to the camp, which they can come to the camp.
Yeah.
We've seen different people that all they have to do is witness for themselves the truth, and then they can tell the truth. I don't see them telling the truth, and that's what is really hard, is that we're electing these people, and they only have one side of the story.
Right.
That's it, one side, and they don't. And that side's not even their side; it's the side they're told to say. And that's what we're seeing too. So we just got to continue to educate and empower, and push forward.
Yeah. In a loving, non-confrontational way.
But you know, the only place in the world right now, in the well, not the world, I would say the United States, where there's no hunger, there's no shortage of clothes, no homelessness, free medical, free education, solidarity,
self-policing,
no drugs and alcohol. You have also a place where
people are even healing from past addictions. Those stories are told. You know, guy told me himself, I used to be doing this with the drugs. I've been here. It's a place of healing. He said, I don't thirst for those drugs when I'm here. That's real. What else?
The self-policing is important. If there is a crime that's happened or done, then the community takes care of it. And there's ways they do it, and it's coming back where that community is doing it, because out here you couldn't do that. There's all kinds of charges you would get out here, and it's not acceptable. But there we don't have those issues, and it's very powerful to see that's changing as a community consensus. I think that's what's important too.
Restorative justice to bring about a positive change. What's the American model is like about just put people in prison, punishment. And traditional is punishment, but it's also what I see up there is they're also correcting the situation, not just punishing, getting even, but what happened here, how do we make it right for the whole community?
Praying, religious freedom to pray in your own way. So when there's an elder praying, they say, you know, whatever way you pray, Nanishtahai to me, pray in your own way. That's beautiful too. Pray in your own way, and
not forcing on anyone.
Not forcing on anyone. So it is cold, guys. It is cold. I gotta tell you though. You know, when I was out there, my ears, I got stuck. I was talking smack about my car not getting stuck, and it high centered on ice, and so I was there for 40 minutes, right stuck in the road. Yeah. And then Erin, the youth council, she came out and gave me her shovel, and she said, "Here you go, Grandpa." And I got it out, and I was thinking it's cold, so I just started digging. I just started to warm up and try to sweat around, and just kept pushing the ice around. But you know, I didn't drink enough water, and I woke up that morning with a cramp from pushing the car. Not just my car, but several cars all night, and I got a cramp in my thigh first time, and I didn't drink enough water. So it's so important we drink water of life. And
stay hydrated.
I woke up, and all I did was stretch. You know how you stretch out when you wake up?
I usually flex out.
Yeah, you flex out. I stretch out.
When I wake up.
And I got a cramp in my thigh, and I was like, oh, and it didn't go away, man. It got worse, and my fibers in my leg were twitching, and then I drank a whole bunch of water, some electrolytes real fast, and about a few minutes later it was gone.
Then you flexed out.
Then I flexed out, did some push-ups, and so you have to hydrate. You don't feel like you're thirsty, but you gotta hydrate yourself. Take care of yourself, your spirit, and those prayers every day is blessings. And then don't recheck your facts. Okay, that's the most important part. There's a lot of people, a lot of us are maybe resending the same message, or it's different. They're resending someone else's message. My goal is to go right to the source and send the message out as so you hear it right away from that source. That's what's important. And if it may not be what you like, but that's where we're getting it to make sure that it's clear and concise.
So when we get reports of things and people tell us, we don't post it right away. We have to go verify it first, because the rumor train that can discredit us, ourselves, our side, because somebody said something and then everyone reports it as true. Well, we got to make sure it's true before we spread it. Right?
And I admit I have done that, where I've thought somebody, you know, who's on Facebook a lot, I thought they were a cited source, and I reposted what they posted, and I got in trouble because it was about a shaming that happened, and I felt really bad for that, because I didn't get accurate information. I just thought he was a cited source, and that really just rippled all through. So I took it down real quick, and everyone chewed me out for citing it, and so I was like, okay, I hear you. Thank you. In a good way.
Take a butt chewing a little bit, huh?
Yeah, it was okay. I felt that. I needed that. get me on my toes, humbled me up a little bit, a whole lot.
A whole lot.
And
Yeah.
so I just thought, okay, I got to do my homework a little bit better, a little bit stronger, and share that in a good way.
Yeah.
Napisha.
Yeah, that's good.
So we're gonna go yabi tuka, napisha tuka when we're gonna go eat.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Finish up.
Okay. Yeah. The only other thing is just want to keep reinforcing the love aspect, because I feel a lot of division in Bismarck, and that's all I can say is it's not about that. It's about love, and it's about positive change. And we can't let the media derail us from the truth. So we got to keep sticking to what we believe in prayer and love, and keep showing them in person, like, no, we don't have a problem with you guys, you know. We talk to each other as human beings, you know. Because there's a girl that told us, she's been here in Bismarck for 3 years, and she said things have gotten kind of difficult for her lately, even with her own co-workers treating her different because she's from Standing Rock. But it's not about that. It's about love. So we just got to keep putting love out there and not feeding into the lies that are out there.
That it is.
And eat chicken.
And we'll leave you with this.
That's a good song. What's this song called?
It's called Standing Rock.